Many years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago now, my mother entered a writing contest at a local newspaper, and she wrote a story of what Christmas was like when she was growing up. And this story so impressed me and so touched my heart because it brought back some memories for me, but this was even before I was born, when she was a little girl. And it made Christmas all the more special for me when I read the different things that she went through and the different things that her parents went through and some of the joyous times that they had. So I would like to read that article to you today because I think many of you older people out there, many of you my generation and one back, will really, really enjoy this. This is about Christmas many years ago. Some of my sweetest Christmas memories began with Thanksgiving. Soon after our big Thanksgiving celebration, we knew that plans for Christmas were already in progress. Making ready for Christmas was always fun because for a lack of money, we had to make everything. While sitting by the fire at night, we strung popcorn ropes and cranberries and cut out paper rings to glue together to make paper ropes for decorations on the tree. Mama would bring in the pillowcase stuffed full of cotton that we had saved from the fall harvest. After pulling the cotton from the seeds, we stuffed Mother's handmade rag dolls to give as presents to the children. We also twisted some of the cotton into long knotted ropes to use for decoration. Mama would plan for Christmas all year long. In the spring, she would buy 2 ducks. Every week, she would sell the eggs from the ducks to the peddler who came by our house in the rolling store. This money was kept aside and known as egg money, from which she bought her Christmas presents. We had a very large family. When Mama died in 1982, she had at least 120 grandchildren. Mama wanted to be sure that everyone got a present at Christmas. She would make aprons and dish towels and pot holders, pillowcases from the floral material that she got from the bags filled with cotton feed that my dad would order. Christmas was the only time I remember when we bought fruit, which was a big occasion. We grew many fruits throughout the year, but at Christmas time, we bought fruit. A sample stocking consisted of 1 candy cane, 1 apple, 1 orange, a banana, and 1 orange candy slice, 3 walnuts, several pecans, and 2 chocolate-covered cherries. Meat was plentiful in our house at Christmas. The first cold spell that came was commonly known as hog killing days. Neighbors and relatives would pack up their big black wash pots along with their fattest hog and come to our home place. We all were gathered in a large open space to kill and prepare our hogs for winter meat. The men had built wooden boxes to store the meat in. I remember many times getting to pour the salt over the layers and layers of meat. The ladies would boil the fat taken from the hogs, which rendered the lard that they cooked with for many months to come. This within itself was a festive occasion. My sisters and I helped Mama in the kitchen preparing the sweets. We baked cakes of all kinds and dozens of old-fashioned tea cakes, my mother's own recipe. But my Mama's syrup candy was the greatest event. She would cook the syrup until it would string and then pour the syrup on a buttered surface. After it had cooled, we kids began pulling it and it turned white. She would braid the candy together and cut it into 3-inch long pieces. These suckers would last us for days. There was always a large crowd at our house, including family, friends, neighbors, and always the preacher. We all shared our blessings together. Of all my Christmas memories, there is only one that is not a happy memory. My dad died on December the 3rd, which brought a new appreciation for what Christmas had been in years past. I'm sure that he would have wanted us to go on and be happy as we were before. But somehow now it was a little different. Now I have children and grandchildren of my own, and there are always new joys and new surprises. We are still making Christmas memories, which I'm sure will be as precious in my future generations.